Hello guys, you're looking vlog back with another video. Today we're going to be going over the DC Multiverse McFarlane Toys Justice League Snyder Cut, The Flash here. And I love this suit in terms of action figure form and the actual movie, so I could not wait to get this. Just looking at the box on the top, you can see it says 22 moving parts, McFarlane Toys. Has the DC Multiverse logo everywhere, as well as the JL for Justice League 2021 to let you know this is the Zack Snyder version on the side over there too. The Flash with the Justice League. On the back, we have a nice picture of the actual Flash suit itself, along with some other characters, and Batman with the incorrect suit. We have Aquaman, Batman, Cyborg, the Flash, of course, up top, and then the black suit Superman. Yeah, you can see it comes with some accessories, and can't wait to get this thing out of the box, so let's get them open and see what's inside. So taking a look at the only accessories that are given with this McFarlane figure are the Speed Force pieces. These are like these lightning pieces, and they look really great. I like this frost blue, the way that they did the lightning and stuff like that. They fitted it into like this nice clear type of plastic, and then it goes into this cool blue, and then back to the plastic at the end. You can see this is very flimsy there. But it isn't made out of the strongest plastic. It is very flimsy and kind of rubbery, which I'm personally fine with. You could see these like gripping parts of the electricity here. So how you work these is you basically just get his arm or something, and then you just like slide them like through the arm around here like that until they fit. This is just, of course, an example. I think this might be the one for like the leg, but they do fit in like this, and they would look good if you actually like really tried and stuff like that. But they do look really good, and they are unique. I don't know if it's like two are different and then the other two are different, but I think they are all different. If I'm not, yeah, they are, I believe, right? I think so. I'm pretty sure. I think they're definitely, they're all different, at least towards the end. I don't know about the front, like the way they are. Yeah, I think they are as well on the front too. So they're not a complete copy and paste of all the same ones. Some of them fits on the arms better than they do the legs, and then some of them are like the other way around. But those are the only accessories that are given. Don't want to spend too much time on them and get close to the figure. I did forget to mention that this figure also comes with a nice trading card, which doesn't show off the figure, but the actual source material, which I really do like, because I like to compare it and show what they did good and what they did bad. And then on the back, it has a little data file here, which you can pause the video and read if you'd like to. And just taking a quick look at these two here, there is quite a bit to go over. So, alright, so here is the figure just in its standard pose. It's just standing like that. Nothing too crazy here. And it doesn't look that bad, but it's when you get it into poses where it looks really nice and pretty good. Now, this is a very detailed figure with texturing all over throughout the suit here. It's not pinless. McFarlane Toys doesn't really do that. But you can see the texturing all throughout here. You could see the black, or like the very dark, I guess, brown here. You can see is also textured really nicely. The hands are really good. And then you have the McFarlane style kind of ball for the articulation on the hand, but I'll get more into that later. And all of this looks really nice. Like, just taking a good look at this figure, there's not a lot to complain about here. This looks a little squished and just a little weird, but that's pretty much my only complaint with the overall design, looking at it like this. And I have no idea what they were thinking with this. I know a lot of people have talked about this. The giant diaper that they gave this figure, yeah, you move him, and there's this like weird, really soft, kind of like papery plastic. That's like, it's like more like rubbered plastic, and it looks really bad and really weird. So you can just kind of like shift the torso like this, and you just have this giant gaping area right there. And if you put it back, you can see, I don't know if you can see it on camera, but you can see all the details and stuff like that. I'm gonna brighten this up a lot. You can see all the details and stuff like that, and how the actual figure is. Oh, that's really bright, sorry. And how that is kind of like made, and how the figure works, which isn't really the best thing to see when you're trying to get this into a pose. But, you know, it works. It's not, you know, I don't want to say it's not bad, because it is kind of bad, and I don't like it. I don't know why they did this, especially with someone like Flash. It's not particularly the big type of figure, so it kind of just seems like really weird to me, and it doesn't match up with the rest of the torso. It just looks really weird. But everything else I can't really complain about. You see all the stuff on the back here, which looks really good, and then even up here towards the top and the head part, it doesn't look bad at all, and I think they did a really good job with all of this. And then when you move the head up, you don't see any gappage, and then when you move it down, it's not really much gappage either. I mean, there, because I'm kind of forcing it, but there's not really much bad to be said about the detail of this figure. Taking a look at the head sculpt, this is pretty much like Ezra Miller, and I'm very impressed what they did here. And I don't know if you can see, but over here, the eye a little bit, it's like misplaced. It's like where the eyeball is, it's a little bit higher than it should be. And it looks a little weird, like right there. I think you see it. It's on the my left right here. So that does look a little weird. If you want to pause it and try and find it, you can. I mean, it doesn't look, weird from when you just stand out and look at it. Only when you really try and notice it and try and point it out, then it becomes a little bit weird. Nothing like the lips look bad. I think they're fine. However, this figure isn't all good and well because, as you can probably already tell, they did completely miss the mark with all this silver kind of painting for these silver lines that go across the suit. It's supposed to go to the legs and to the chest and to the actual abdomen area, and then even all the way to the back, which they just completely didn't do, even to the legs and the actual rubber part of the plastic here, which they just completely skipped out on, which I think would have made this figure look 10 times better and would have made it look absolutely stunning, but they kind of just didn't do it at all. And I know McFarlane isn't really known for a lot of paint. I mean, they paint it and have some wash coloring, but they just didn't do it at all. And also, I don't know why this is like a bright red when all this is more like a dark red, which is confusing to me. I do like this a lot better because I think it does match this. I have no idea why this was just like this. I don't know if it's on all of them, so I can't really complain too much about that, but everything else looks really good. They pretty much just skipped out on that paint, but everything else, like the paint on the the little wing sections, the gold sections, look really good. So I don't know why they didn't just paint some lines and say it was good, because it would have been really good. When you look at the legs, you could see that they have the toe articulation on the line that's covered pretty well, and then on the side here, they do have that McFarlane ball for the actual movement of the ankle, and then the little lightning rods here are on the outside, which looks pretty good, and I do like that. And I don't think this figure looks all that bad, but there's not that much to go over besides the stunning texturing that they did, this weird pouchy diaper, and the lack of silver lines on this suit. So now getting into the articulation, you can look down this far, look up this far, and then you can see some actual nice texturing on the neck there. And then you can move the arm all the way around, move it really high up, way past 90 degrees, which is really great. Butterfly joints, which is always really good with figures like these especially. And then we have upper bicep swivel, we have double jointed knees, or not knees, but elbows, and then we have the vertical hinge, and then that's pretty much all you're going to really get. And I'm fine with a figure with the articulation for the vertical like that, in case you wanted to run like this. I'm fine with that over there. And then you do have the diaphragm joint, which along with the lower waist can move this far to the side, which is really good, this far to the other side, and then you have that giant gap, which looks so ugly. And then you have the swivel, no moving forward. I mean, you can have him do that, but at that point, it looks like you're just moving the legs, which you're not, but it just looks really, really ugly and weird. I don't know why they couldn't make a little bit of space or just make this softer so you can just put that forward, but I don't know why, but I guess they just didn't do that. And then over here, the legs kick out this far forward and this far back, which is really good, especially for a figure like this far wide, which I'm completely fine with. And then double jointed knees over there, which do reach up to the butt. And then we have no thigh swivel at all, which does really bug me. We have ankle movement, ankle swivel, and then ankle pivot, I don't know. I guess not. No, just kind of moving side to side. We have the ankle moving down this far forward and this high up, and then they do have toe articulation, which moves up pretty high. Also, one more thing, the leg can do this. Alright, measuring this figure, you can see he's not like some of the other figures I reviewed. He's almost up to 8 inches, I want to say, up there with 7.5 there, which is definitely quite a bit bigger than some of the other ones that I've reviewed. Here he is next to the only McFarlane figure I have. Here he is next to the black suit Justice League Snyder Cut Superman here, which this is basically the same wave over here. And I don't think this size comparison is bad. I mean, maybe the Flash a little bit shorter, comparing, taking into consideration the other figures that are in this wave, but I don't think it's horrible, and McFarlane was never really good with their scaling anyway, so it's not bad. I'll take it. Alright, so what's the final thoughts on this figure? The final verdict and, everything I like and don't like just basically rolled up. really good figure. Absolutely amazing, and I love it. McFarlane knocked it out of the park with this thing, and they did really, really good. The absences of the silver lines, I don't know if you could see it on this suit, but like a little bit on the silver there, you could see throughout the suit. If you look it up, and if you have seen the movie, you definitely know what I'm talking about. So they're supposed to be there, but they're not, which severely kind of downgrades the figure. And I don't know if I'll be trying to do it myself because I know it'll look really good. Everything else with this figure is pretty much fine. That pouchy diaper is very annoying and can look ugly, but you can hide it if you put it in some cool poses like this, and it's not too noticeable. These lightning effects that they have are really, really good, and I'm really happy we get 4 of them. As you can see, this is what it looks like. 1, 2, 3, and 4 on the bottom there. This DC stand is very much needed. Maybe should have been a little bit bigger for a figure like this, but knowing McFarlane, I don't blame them for not really doing that. The ankles, I don't know if it's just on mine, but they are very, very loose, and it is very difficult sometimes to get this figure in a position like this as spread out running without him tipping over and falling. And then these lightning effects, you really do want to be careful putting them on because you can knock over the figure and stuff like that, and they will easily kind of plop off. But if you're just doing it for display, it's really cool. If you're doing it for like play and stuff like that, it is also really cool, and it is a great figure. I definitely do think you should pick this up if you do see it. And my final rating on this figure will be an 8 out of 10. And that's going to be it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you've enjoyed, please give this video a like. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe and turn on notifications so you know when I post more videos like this. Thank you guys for watching again, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.